Let's try this new Covergirl Clean Fresh Blurring Skin Tint. It retails for $14 for 1 fluid ounce, and it comes in 14 different shades. I got mine in the second to lightest 405 Fair Cool. This is a mineral sunscreen with an SPF of 30. It also has niacinamide to smooth, licorice root extract to soften, brighten, and fade appearance of post-acne marks, and bamboo extract to absorb excess oil and control shine. I'm going to apply this with my fingers because I found that that is the best way. You apply it just like you would any other sunscreen. It really rubs in super nice. I just put one light little bit on, so I'm going to go ahead and put the rest on this side of my face so that we can compare. Already I can see it's got a ton of coverage and it is so smooth in its application. Okay, so you can see really good coverage. I'm pretty excited about this. There's without, and I'm gonna go ahead and smooth any little tiny finger marks out with a brush just to make it look perfect. Okay, so I have it on both sides. I definitely found that using my fingers was the best. I really just put this on like a sunscreen, but it's got so much coverage. It even managed to do a pretty good job of covering. I've got a healing spot here. I'm gonna put a little bit more on there and see, like, this has got great natural coverage, I think. Okay, so I don't know that I would want to build that up too much because, oh, well, shoot, actually, you know, if you were going for really natural coverage, like maybe not 100% coverage of spots, instead of trying to get totally full coverage, you really could use this. I personally do like full coverage, so I'm gonna go ahead and put some concealer on, and then I don't really need to powder, but it's me, I'm gonna powder. I'll just do it really lightly. So, all right, I'll see you in a second. So I have all of my concealer on. Trying the new Morphe sort of this like eye base. This is fantastic. So I used that on top, but I also used it a little bit under for my extra dark spots. I have been using it, trialing it a little bit on my face. This is really, really nice. It's like one of those just right concealers, not too creamy, not too dry. I'm looking forward to continuing using this, so I definitely recommend you check these out. Okay, so let's powder just a little bit, not too much. I mean, honestly, if you were a drier skin person, you really don't need to powder this down. I like it because I usually get oily later in the day. A little bit of powder helps to set it for me. Normally I'd use a really lightweight, not colored powder for this, something like my Florasis, this one. And in fact, let's go ahead and do a little bit of that here in my T-zone. I think that's probably the best thing to use, but if you need a little bit of color, and you want a little more coverage, this is darkening it a little bit, but that actually doesn't bother me because this is definitely a little bit light on me, then I would use the Makeup by Mario. That's the one I usually use whenever I'm testing, just because it's a solid, good, light, but somewhat colored one. So I'm going to do a little bit of that on this side. I think, so this definitely gives more coverage. This looks more natural. You can actually see my freckles poke through a little bit. So, you know, whichever one I think works better for you, both of them will work with this particular foundation. Well, skin tint, I guess. This thing is, they're calling it a skin tint, but it's got so much coverage, I would almost say this is like a foundation. It really reminds me of my beloved Tarte BB skin tint blur, whatever it is, I forget. But this one is going, like, you can still find it in Fair. This is one of my absolute favorites of all time. I bought like 2 or 3 to just keep on hand, but they're discontinuing it. So honestly, I'm okay with that now because we have this, and I would say very similar. This is a little less marshmallowy, smooshy. This one's a little smooshier, a little more body to it. Both of them cover and give you that same really smooth finish. So I like both of them, and honestly, this is kind of turning into one of my new favorite ones. I absolutely love how this wears. I have worn this a few days, so, but we're gonna do a wear test so that you can see exactly how it wears. And yeah, so really comfortable, not too dry, not sticky or anything like that, but also not like parched. My skin is very combo right now. I am still going through a lot of hormonal changes, so I am like really solidly combo where I can have dry flaky skin but also an oily T-zone, and it just like from the beginning of the day I start dry and then I get oily towards the end of the day depending on what I put on my face. This one I already know wears really well, but it does kind of depend on what I put over it or just the day. So we're gonna see how today goes, and we'll do the wear test and I'll let you know. Let me put the rest of my makeup on, and then we'll get started. Okay, makeup is on. Everything looks good, feels good. No complaints so far. As far as what else I am wearing, I am trying out the new Morphe, what is this one? It's like Rich Glitz. If you like cool tones, this is gorgeous. I'm really, really loving this. These are like all my favorite colors to use. So this one definitely check out. It's going to be in one of my upcoming cool tone videos. All right, so that's what I have on my eyes. And on my lips, I think I had this in one of my other videos, and it appeared a little like it was kind of red undertone because my lips were stained. It's really not. So I did want to kind of show it again. This is a really nice balmy formula. Really, really like this one a lot too. It doesn't, I don't think it really stains. It's really more of just a really comfortable gloss that looks, you know, sort of water tinty and is really, really pretty. It's like you take the water tint, but then you make it a gloss instead. Really, really pretty and very cool tone. Okay, so far so good. This is where we're gonna start our wear test as far as what it looks like on my skin. Up here, I don't have any kind of, you can almost see like a little bit of a diffuse glow, so it's definitely like, I didn't notice it when I was putting on, but I do have a diffuse glow going on there, and I did not put anything glowy up there. I did put glowy stuff on my cheeks, but yeah, so I don't know. I just think this is really, really pretty. Okay, so enough talk. Let's go ahead and get the wear test started. So this is right after I put everything on. Look at how natural this looks. That's really, really nice. And the shade match is perfect, especially with, you know, I do a little bit of the bronzing to sort of like bring everything together because I have a lot of redness sort of in my neck and chest just from sun damage, but this is a great, great start. So I'll keep checking in and see how it goes. Four hours, maybe just a little bit more greasiness and dew, but I mean, not bad. This is about as much as I would get if I wasn't wearing anything, honestly. Okay, so it has been 8 hours, and the rest of me looks a mess, but it held up pretty well. I have sweated off a lot of it just from working out, so I would say it's definitely more skin tinty in that it does not hold up to sweat. It does not hold up to like high humidity. I don't think. It's been pretty warm today. However, it does not look like trash when it starts to go away on your face. It just looks very natural. Honestly, you just look a little sweaty, which, you know, I am. Look up close. I'm gonna turn some more of my lights on, see if we can see. So you can see I just have that natural sheen. It is hot in my room. I just finished working out. I was already a little bit dewy, but it's kind of really nice and even. I can see if I really get up close, I can see that it's gone a little polka dotty, you know, so it's broken up in that way, but it's really, really even. It's not, shoot, my under eyes look worse than the rest of my skin, and that was a different concealer. So yeah, overall, I can just see that it has very evenly sort of broken up with my sweat, but in a very, like, not that bad way. So this one's going down to Texas with me for sure, because I think this will do really well in sweaty, hot, dry weather and humid weather. We'll see. It was pretty humid today, so we'll have to see. I'll let you know. So overall, I mean, I think you already know, this is a new favorite. I absolutely love this. I don't know if somebody with the driest of the dry skin with like flaky skin is going to absolutely love it, but I haven't tested it that well. I did kind of test it that way. I had some flaky skin and I did see a little bit of the flaky skin, but when you have flaky skin, how are you not going to see flaky skin, right? However, it did look okay on it, honestly. It's just nothing that's going to look okay, except for maybe something super, super hydrating. And I wouldn't say that this is super drying, but I wouldn't also say it's super hydrating. The new Merit one is a lot more hydrating. However, it does not hold up either, and I get a lot greasier with that one. So for me, this is a way better foundation. So I'm not going to go on and on about this. I think you get it. This is a gorgeous foundation. Even better that it's got SPF in it, so I can kind of use it as both. You can actually use enough of this on your face to get the amount of SPF that you need without it being like the Merit. In order to get the amount of SPF that you need, you have to put a lot on your face, and it does not like that. It would be so much, I think, on your face. It would feel really heavy. It would probably take a while for it to sink in, if it did, and I just wouldn't be comfortable with that. This one, I felt like I could use enough. I could really rub it in like I would a normal sunscreen, and it ended up looking great. Not cakey, not masky, nothing. So this is a new favorite. This will be probably my summer, both skin tint, sunscreen, foundation, kind of everything. This looks so good on my skin. It looks like my skin, but, you know, perfected, but better. I mean, it's kind of what everybody's always looking for. If you have really oily skin, this will be great in the beginning, but I don't think that it's not like ultra drying. It's not something that is made to keep you from being oily later in the day if you have breakthrough oiliness. You know, some of us, we just do, and mine used to be really bad. It's not as bad now. If yours is really bad, I don't think this is going to hold up to that, but it does look really good for the first, probably, depending on how bad your oiliness is, anywhere from 3 to 6 hours. It's going to hold up and look really, really good. Plus, it's just so easy to touch up. So if you're one of those super oily people, some of them don't touch up well. This one does really, really well. And it's super natural looking. And honestly, it is SPF. So what I probably should have done is reapplied after a few hours. So if you're really out in the sun and you're using this as your SPF, it's really easy to reapply for a little more coverage. It's just, I can't say enough good things about this. This was a total shocker to me. I am not a huge, I mean, I can't really think of very many CoverGirl things, like foundation wise, that have been really like a favorite for me, but they got my perfect color. You know, it's not too yellow undertoned. They do have one that is even lighter than this. It is yellow undertoned, but not terribly. I gave it to my daughter, who's even lighter than me, and she's trying that out. I'll try to put in some swatches just so you can see. So these are the two lightest colors that they have, and that second one, this one's perfect for me. Absolutely love this. So if you look like me, they have our color like spot on. Okay, that's it. So overall, I'm going to give this a thumbs up. Absolutely one of my favorite new skin tints, sunscreens altogether. Love it. Cannot say enough good things. I'm in the middle of editing my Cool Tone Cheeks and Blush video. Almost done with that, so we'll have that next week. I'm finally kind of getting back into the swing of things, so you have that to look forward to. And I think that's it. If you have any questions, or if you tried this and you have some thoughts about it, let us know below. If you like this kind of content and you haven't already subscribed, I sure would appreciate a like and subscribe, as it really helps my channel to grow, and I really appreciate you guys being here. Okay, well, on to the next one. I'm going to be trying there's an e.l.f. skin tint with some SPF in it that just came out. I ordered that. We'll be trying that next week, and I think that one's going to be a little glowier and a little thicker, but we'll see what I think. So it's going to be hard for me to give up this one, because this so far is one of my favorite foundations of the year. Okay, that's it up. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day, and I will see you in the next video.